I really fucking wish that they would have released the 3-hour cut. If that would have just been the only cut, just release that shit. Peter Jackson could release the Fellowship of the Ring, and that was 3 hours. Let the man show his vision, because they cut out so much context in that theatrical cut. Like, there is no growth in Clark Kent. There's very little context given to why Batman is such fucking an old, angry dude, bitter guy. But man, BVS is Affleck's. Dark Knight Returns is Affleck's favorite Batman story. Kevin Smith has told the story of when Affleck was sleeping on his couch. I think it was during either the making of Mallrats or Chasing Amy. He read The Dark Knight Returns on Kevin Smith's.
Oh, and that's Ben Affleck's favorite? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That sucks how it played out like that, man.
I know it sucks how it played out, but dude, I find, it's crazy to me, because I hated BVS when I first saw it in the theater. I saw it twice. I liked it a little bit more the second time.
I saw it 3 times.
I was like, man, there's so much wrong with this. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
And then I watched the Ultimate Edition, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's just like... It's like taking acid and like connecting the neurons in your brain or something.
Right.
Oh, that's what that meant. Oh, like Lex manipulating the whole thing is a lot more apparent in the Ultimate cut.
Right.
He's the whole guy behind all this. It's a lot. There's just a lot of nuance to it that they shouldn't. That the movie needed, because it was very. That's just how it just needed to have that nuance. It wasn't just like a beat 'em up blockbuster movie that WB wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It was a dude with a take. He had a super, and in the script, the script was, aside from like shoehorning in, what's the big bad dude at the end? The fucking
Doomsday? Doomsday, right.
Aside from that, like, it's like, I've read analysis on this and also watched videos and shit, but it's an allegory for post 9/11 America. This movie. The opening scene of Bruce, running through Metropolis and, standing at the bottom of the destroyed Wayne Tower and, seeing the little kids, like, that's the fucking Twin Towers falling, dude. And then Batman is the conservatives and Superman is the liberals. Mm-hmm. And they're automatically at odds with each other, and Lex Luthor is the news.
I never thought of it that way, bro. That's very deep. That's a good way of thinking about that.
Yeah. There's just inherent, the conservatives, they inherently distrust. Like, how could you be so great? I don't trust you. You're from somewhere else. You're an alien. That's
a great perspective. Wow, dude, that's that's mind blown. It's pretty spot on.
Like,
makes sense, yeah.
Thinking of it, like, once I put that on top of it, and the movie just became one of my favorites. Like, I love it. And of course, Affleck's performance is
solid.
He's such a good Bruce Wayne, bro. He captured the duality of Bruce Wayne very well. Like, he puts on the mask, the invisible mask when he's out in public, Hey, those are some nice shoes. But he's fucking, in the Batcave crossfitting and screaming and shit. When he's not out there, or and then when he's Batman, he beats some ass, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he takes no prisoners, which turns some people off because of how brutal he is, especially with the guns, mm-hmm. which I can't really stand by the guns. I don't stand by the guns.
Interesting.
But
okay.
I understand. I don't stand by the guns because I don't. Batman fundamentally, he hates guns because his parents were killed by guns. Guns is what took his parents away from him and started him on this journey. So Batman, in my mind, there's no reason he should ever have a gun at any point. Like, a grappling hook is about as far as you can go. Mm-hmm. So the idea that he had a gun, what I think he's meaning, he set up Batman to just be like totally, it seemed like in the past, like that version of Affleck's Batman, in the past, that's what he was. Mm-hmm. Like, he was the Batman who had the rules, like the no killing, the no, the doing, the right thing no matter what. Mm-hmm. But then we jump forward to, post 9/11 America, post Superman world, and he realizes how powerless he is to stop something like this.
Right.
And he's also, been working the beat for 20 years in Gotham, you know, getting nowhere. He's like, he says in the movie, fucking criminals are like weeds, Alfred. You pull one up, two more grow in their place.
Right.
He's fucking Robin, who was killed by the Joker. You know, he's just like, fuck, what am I doing? We've always been criminals, Alfred. When Alfred tries to call him on it, is it new rules, Bruce? You know, he reads the newspaper with him branding. He's like, well, we've always been criminals, Alfred. I think it's an interesting take. I don't think a lot of people got that's what Snyder wanted to say with Batman.
Yeah, when that movie came out, bro, it was funny how you said that you saw it 2 times. I saw it 3 times because the first time that I saw it, now mind you too, man, this movie was like so fucking hyped. Like it was like, like I'm even just like talking about it and remembering it. I'm just like, I could still feel the emotions of like the anticipation of like what could have been.
The Comic-Con trailer, I watched it so many times.
I listened to the trailer music on my workouts of Comic-Con. That whoever, I still can't find, you know what's interesting? I'm deviating a little bit off what I wanted to say, but you know, I think it's Junkie XL who did the trailer music for Justice League at Comic-Con and then BBS at Comic-Con. Like that music is just so fucking like epic. It's so like, but I remember the first time I saw BBS, at the end of it, I really I was like, you gotta be shitting me. And mind you too, like, and I fucking hate this, but it's like, they show Doomsday in the trailers.
Yeah. That's such a dumb fucking move. I was so pissed when that happened, dude. I was like, some things you just gotta be surprised by.
That could have changed. Maybe my reaction would have been different. I mean, I still stand by what I think that Superman's death was like way too soon. But I remember and then I had to see it. I watched it the second time, and it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you love like a property like Star Wars or, you know, Superman or Batman, and you love that property so much that when a movie comes out and it's not a good movie, you still find ways to justify like why you think you like it, you know? Yeah. And I think I did that with BVS. But when I saw the Ultimate Edition, those scenes with Henry Cavill as Clark Kent, it's like, dude, why was this fucking cut? Because those scenes were exactly what I wanted from Man of Steel, because at the end of Man of Steel, you only get that last shot of like, I'm Clark, end credits. And you didn't get any of that. I mean, of course, you get that in the Ultimate Cut, but...
like, he's a reporter in the Ultimate Cut. He does reporting. He goes to Gotham and he talks to people. He finds out information about Batman. You know?
Yeah.
He delves in on the conspiracy that, you know, that ends up tying in with Lex Luthor. It's just like, why cut it? Because, you know...
yeah, I know.
Because it's too long. People are too stupid to sit and pay attention and figure stuff out. How many people... did you watch the movie with? This happened both of my screenings, the 2 times I went and saw it in the theaters. The opening scene, you know, where Bruce starts to lift up with the bats and he's flying up.
Yeah.
People around me both times were all like, "Oh, what the fuck, Snyder?" And then once it was in the dream, people were like, "Oh."
In the dream, they took me to the light. A beautiful lie.
You know, I feel like that is the fucking reaction. That's the movie in a nutshell.
Right.
It's like, oh, you know, the knee-jerk reaction. Oh, you're doing this? Oh, what the fuck, Snyder?
Right.
Oh, what else are you trying to say?
You know it kills me